Yo, 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 welcome guys. How's it going? Hope everyone's good. Welcome to another YouTube Live. Let's see who's here, guys. Drop a comment if you're just tuning in. Yeah, welcome all. Let me just post it for the members and then we're good to go. But yeah, welcome everyone. Let's see who's here. Drop a comment if you're just tuning in. Banji, how's it going, mate? Welcome. Hope you're good. Yeah, hope you're good, mate. I'll get started in a second, guys. I'm just going to wait for a few more to get in. You know, when we get to like 13, 14, 15, we'll get this going. See what gold and Nasdaq's doing for us today. But yeah, welcome all. Welcome. Like I say, I've already taken BTC, bro. Yeah, I'll have a look at BTC as well. I'll have a look at any pair that you want me to look at. Let's just quickly jump into it here. Yo, Brandon, how's it going, mate? Good to see you here. Good to see everyone here. Why? Welcome, Banji. Welcome, everyone. I've already taken a decent W on 4 accounts on Express. About $180, $200. So about $800 in total I've taken today. $800, around $800. But we'll see. Gold. Firstly, sorry, we got news. We have got some news in 35 minutes. We have got some news in 35 minutes, so we're going to see how that plays out. Like I say, I'm open to taking trades 10-15 minutes before news and like 10 minutes after. But like I say, if something sets up, for example, on Nasdaq, which it looks like it is going to, I am open to that. But just make sure that we have got unemployment claims at 1:30. If you are looking to trade around that time, please either don't trade or use reduced risk. This isn't small news, guys. This is going to rock the market a little bit, and all analysis goes out the window. You can have the cleanest trade ever. Some news hits, whether that's Trump news or whatever, you get absolutely crushed. The market, like I say, doesn't care about your technical analysis. Like, yeah, you can have a plan, which is fine, but make sure you're sticking to good risk management around news, okay? Reduce your risk. Don't trade, sit it out. I personally trade like 10 minutes before, 10 minutes after, so that's all good for me. Here on Nasdaq, I'm going to be looking for some sells in a minute. I'm going to be looking for some sells on the next 15-minute candle here on Nas. Okay, so if I get a closure below here, this range on Nas, I'm going to be looking for some sells. Overall, what I'm seeing on Nasdaq is, look at the 4-hourly. 4-hourly closed bearish, and it left these lows here to get taken. These are some good targets on Nasdaq. Okay. 1 second. See how many's in. Yeah, no, it's got 20 in right now. So yeah, overall on Nasdaq, this is the higher time frame. I'm interested in these lows on the 4-hour to get taken. This is also hourly lows, look. These hourly lows haven't been taken yet. So I'm going to see if we can, on the next candle, I'm going to see if I can get a short down into them lows. So I want the next candle to push down like this. And I'm going to be selling from around here into all these lows and into this structure to the downside. Okay, so they're my overall targets. What I wanted to see before sell-off was a closure on Nas below here. And it looks like we are starting to close below here on Nasdaq. I already took a short today. On Nas from here. Okay, I already took shorts from here on Nas, and I took some profit. I took it live with the community, which is good. Now I'm going to see if I can take some more sells on live. If we do, then that's just lucky. You know, we've taken 2 trades on Nas, and they've both, well, don't know if they're going to win or not. We'll see. But 2 minutes here, I'm going to be looking for these Nasdaq sells. All right. First targets for me are going to be these lows here. Okay. And I'm only going to be risking half of my normal risk. Let's run it. Woo. Yeah, Charlie, how's it going? Paul, welcome. Yeah, guys, if you're just tuning in, drop a comment. Let's see who's here. So, I'll tell you what, it's a warm one in England today. It's not sunny, but it's warm. Sup, Joe, we back. Zulu, legend, how's it going, bro? Everyone's here, good stuff. Good stuff. I'm going to be looking for some shorts in a second. Waiting for a closure below here. Then I'm going to sell down into these lows. It's taken enough liquidity above now. We can look for the sells. Or I'm going to be looking for the sells. Like I said, I'm going to be trading on 250k top step funded here. And I'm only risking maybe like 3 or 4 contracts. Micros. Because I'm already up plenty for the day. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, guys, welcome to the stream. If you haven't already, guys, drop a like, subscribe, and yeah, enjoy the stream. Enjoy the stream, guys. So let's see if I can catch these sells in a second. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to watch this screen here because this is where I'll be executing the trades. And like I said, my normal risk on NASDAQ is like anywhere from 7 to 10 contracts. I'm only going to be using like 4 or 5. Potentially like 4 on this trade if I get it. Alright. Let's have a look what the community is saying quickly. Right, here we go. Let's have a look if I can get a short on this next candle. Like I said, I'm not just going to execute it instantly, but I am going to be looking for some sells on NASDAQ. Just keep in mind that we have got news. We have got news, so keep that in mind. That's always in mind for me is the news. But I am going to be looking to take some sells in a minute. Not just yet. I want the candle just to form and do its thing, like always. And then I'll look to get this in. Like I said, first targets for me are these lows. I'll probably go, because we've got news, I'll probably manage it a lot more aggressively, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to be looking to execute this soon. I'm probably just going to have it a little bit below here, like stop sell 4 maybe. I don't really want to risk all my profits. I do want to end up green on the day. So I'm probably just going to have my stop sell a little bit below here, like so. Okay. And these are going to be my overall targets down here. If I do get executed into this, my targets are going to be this double bottom. Okay. Basically, all I'm looking for here is I'm looking for this to flip bearish and continue down into this double bottom. Remember, news is in 30 minutes. I'm only going to keep this in for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And my stop loss is going to be above the high. I'm only using very small risk as well. So I'll see if this wants to give me an entry. But yeah, I've got a sell stop in here. Welcome everyone. Cheers for the likes, guys. Nice one, guys. Drop a comment if you join. If you're tuning in, let's see who's here. Not many comments today. Normally they're flying through. But yeah, I'll keep this in for 5-10 minutes. If it doesn't take it, I'll be done. I'll be waiting for after news. How many's in right now? I've got 32 in right now, guys. Welcome all. Welcome. My stop will be wherever the high is. Charlie's locked in. Good stuff, Charlie, mate. Yeah, good stuff, bro. Always locked in. What's up, bro? Why? How's it going, bro? Good stuff. Good to see everyone here. Yeah, I've got a sell stop in on this NASDAQ low of this current 15 and 30 candle. Yeah, I'll be looking to take out this double bottom, really. I think these 16.5 should get taken. But like I say, we'll see. If it flips, the momentum should take it down. Yeah, that's it. That's the perfect... This is how I look for my flips every time. I don't like to get in instantly. I just wait for the candle to push up. Now I've got my sell stop in. And I've got my targets basically here. Yeah, nice. How are you doing today, Dean? Are you up, down? Like I say, guys, this risk for me, if I measure the risk, I'm only risking like $100 here. I'm risking like 120, like $400 if I get executed. Like I say, I'm trading this across 4 expresses, which are actually ready for, these are ready for payouts now. but I'm not taking it. I want to get more buffer first. Like I could take 2k for the month, but then I haven't got much buffer to play with, so I'm just gonna trade until I can take like 3 or 4k, and then I'll take it. Because like I say, last month I withdrew about 4k, 3 or 4k. If I can get that again this month on these 4 accounts, I'll be happy, and then I can maybe take some more combines if I blow them, whatever. Dun, 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 dun. 300 up, nice, Dean. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. But the reason I'm on this screen now is because I've done all my analysis on this chart. This chart's done. The analysis here is done. Now I'm just waiting for this to execute me in. So I've got a sell stop here, basically. And all I'm looking for is that move from here to here. And I'm done. Done for the until news. And this is MNQ, so this is only micros. And like I say, the only reason I'm actually taking this is because I've already taken a win today. So I'm happy to use small risk. I'm happy to use small risk. Alright. And so far my risk is 62, 5, 300. Yeah, about $200 my risk, so this is fine. Like I say, I'm probably just going to put this to 3. 3. Stop sell for 3, yeah. That's fine. The only reason I've put it to 3 is because my stop loss has gone a little bit bigger than it was when I put 4 in. So 3's fine. Let's see if it flips, guys. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. So hopefully pre-news it starts flipping down, and then that's the fake move for the push up. We'll see. Dun, 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 dun. Guys, we're almost at 600 subs. What, 600? We're almost at 1,000 subs too. It's crazy. We need like 32 and we've hit 1k, which is insane. Like 10 months of streaming, hitting like 1,000 subs. I didn't expect it. I expected it in like 2 years to have hit 1,000. Especially, you know, just streaming on here. It's crazy. Nice one, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, the reason I'm giving this more time is because it's the 30 closure too. This is more of a 30-minute entry for me. So I'm just going to give it a little bit more time to flip. You know, giving it like another 2 minutes, 3 minutes is just worth it for me. I'd like to start seeing some rejection though, because we are starting to come into some structure. Welcome, guys. We've got 40 tuning in right now. Welcome. Yeah, I've got a sell. For those who are just joining, I've got a sell stop in on this 30-minute flip here. Three contracts across 4 accounts. So, like I said, I can make that risk a little bit less. Yo, QP, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Yeah, if you want to understand my analysis for this trade, basically I'm looking for sells. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes. If it doesn't flip, that'll be me cancelling the order. But this red candle closed below this structure, this level, and it took the high of the green candle. So for me, sell stops here are valid for it to push down. But like I say, it doesn't look like it wants to flip. It's pre-news as well, so it could just be a fake move before it pushes down. Yo, Naz, how's it going, mate? Welcome, mate. Good to see you here. What do you think about BTC, bro? Yeah, we'll take a look at BTC now. Just whilst waiting for this to flip down. Yeah, it's having a decent pullback here. Like I mentioned the other day, Bitcoin will always pull back into structure. I think Bitcoin's going to pull back into, say, probably 104, 105. And then that's where it could have another push into this liquidity. You've got a nice double top up here to take. So for BTC is probably going to push into sort of this sort of structure, maybe a little bit lower. And then it'll start ranging before a push higher, possibly. I think if it starts pushing below this structure, you're going to have a deeper pullback. You know, if you start breaking and not, you know, just start like pushing to the downside without any structure being formed, you're probably going to have a deeper pullback into like 90s into this structure here. All right. You just got to see. I won't be trying to do anything on Bitcoin just yet. Based on the daily anyway. Have a look at NAS, because I've got an entry in on NAS. Yeah, I might have to cancel this though. Stop loss too big for me on the hourly? Yeah, it might be. Same for me. I'm just going to, like I said, I'm going to give it until 2 or 3 minutes, I'll cancel. I'm only using small risk, and I've already made like 20 ticks today, so I'm happy to risk a little bit more. But you are right now. You are right, Naz. This is quite a big SL. I'm just gonna, like I say, I'll give it to like 12, 13 minutes, and then I'll delete. We could start rejecting late. You see. How many likes are we on? 12 likes. Nice one, guys. Yeah, I'd expect this to start flipping soon. Nah, right. I'm deleting this order, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to delete this order. Yeah, guys, I'm going to delete this order. It's not flipped. It hasn't executed me, and I'm deleting that. Simple as that. No flip, no trade, and that's why I use flip entries, because anybody going short here too early, just executing, market executing, well, you've just been faked out of this range. That's why I don't market execute. That's why I wait for flips of my candles. Okay. Simple as that. Good stuff. It's good that it kept us out of this. But these sort of ranges are still my overall... These levels down here are still my targets for today. How are you going today? Good, mate. I've had one trade on NAS, 1 win. I took sells on this push down here into these lows. Like I say, I made about $800 in total, which isn't bad. On these top step accounts. Like I say, they're all expresses. I'm trading only expresses right now. I'm out. Yeah, me too. I'm not holding this any longer. There's no need. We gave it a decent go. Give it enough time and it just didn't want to flip. Where is the Bitcoin next support? For me, Bitcoin on the daily, next sort of area that it could act to support is here at 105. If it starts breaking through this structure, then I'll probably say a little bit further down here. Then if it starts breaking through that, you're going to have a deep pullback into like 80s, 90s. I'd expect this to be a bit tricky for it to pull break below though, at 105s. Let's see what gold's saying. Yeah, gold needs a little bit more time here. Gold definitely needs more time here. Alright, let me get my laptop up. Let's have a look. Yeah, Naz is just pushing straight up. Hopefully the news, we get a decent pullback. Yeah. Yeah, I think if gold can pull back a little bit, you know, just pull back into, say, some of this structure here, then I can start looking for trades again. Do you trade any crypto except BTC? No, I don't trade crypto with I don't trade leverage with crypto. I just long-term hold cryptos. To be specific, these, like I say, I'm in profit, not much. I got in at this white line here, 0.8 of Ondo. Like I say, I'm up on internet computer like 13%. Chainlink, I'm literally like break even from where I bought in. Yeah, but other than that, they're basically the three that I'm looking at. I'm not looking at that. XRP, I've been in XRP since all the way down here. I took profits up here, basically at the top. So yeah, that was good. Yeah, that's literally it. But I day trade gold and Nasdaq. That's my main. That's where I get my, you know, that's my main income. See, this was a very nice closure, and Naz is just instantly reversed. I'd expect these lows to get taken, to be fair. Like I said, guys, we have got news in 14 minutes. What's everyone think news is going to do? What's everyone think news is going to do? What are we saying? 24. Yeah, hourly on Nasdaq here actually closed very strongly above this range. It closed strongly below this range, but then just instantly reversed. This is just a fake out. So anybody instantly buying here as it closes below, not waiting for the flip, well, that's their fault. You know what I mean? News? What news? PPI? Yeah, we've got news here, guys. We've got unemployment claims, PPI at 1:30 in 13 minutes, which will definitely help. Will definitely help, because if you look at gold right now, gold's just trading at these highs after taking all this liquidity, taking all these targets. I could do with gold having a little pullback on news, and then I can look for longs. Might see a real move down on gold. Yeah, nice, man. I'd like that. I'd like gold to pull back a little bit before pushing higher. Four hourly on gold's bullish, and we've still got these highs to take out. We have still got these highs to take out, so I would expect to push higher, but we'll see. Yeah, these targets on Nasdaq are clear for me. Yeah, I'm liking them targets there. Has anybody traded today? Has anyone taken any positions today? One sec, guys. Wait there. Just want to get this fan. It's a bit warm today. Tell you what, it's not. It is quite warm. Say it's not too super sunny. How hot is it today? Yeah, see, it's 21 degrees, but it's not sunny at all. I don't know where everyone else is tuning in from, but it isn't super cool. Sun is not out, but it isn't cold. Yeah, welcome everyone. Good to see everyone here. Like I say, guys, any questions you've got, just drop a message in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But yeah, I am looking for sells on Nasdaq. Gold, I'm just waiting for a pullback. I need some sort of like pullback, maybe even a break above here for buys. Yeah, that's not too bad. If it breaks back above that level, you've created resistance. If it breaks back above there, you've got these highs to trade into. Shorted Bitcoin at 109. Nice. Good stuff, man. Decent little entry there. Decent little entry. Yeah, probably just going to watch this level on gold for now. Back above there, depends how it closed. Depends if I can get some longs or not. But I'd prefer a pullback. I would prefer a pullback. Do you trade leverage? Yadav, do you trade leverage with Bitcoin, or do you trade like just long term? Yeah, probably gonna have to let this news just pass really quickly, guys. Like I said, 8 minutes until news. I was looking for some sells on Nas. I did have an order in. I had an order in on Nasdaq here, but yeah, it did close below. I had an order in here, but it just didn't flip. Just instantly pushed back up. Which, it is what it is. On to the next one. If it, like I said, I didn't get executed, so there's no trade. No trade. It's literally nothing. Make sure as well, guys, if you're not already subscribed, if you like the lives and you haven't already subscribed, drop a subscribe. Make sure notifications are on as well. And yeah, leave a like as well. Nice one. Let me check community quickly. Quick question, Joe. When do multiple combines, do you link or just trade them separate? I link them, mate. Yeah, Naz, I link them. So for these here, I've got 5 expresses right now. So I'm max funded on Top Step. So for these, I just did like 2 at once, and then I passed 2, and then I had another 3 at once, which I passed. Or maybe another 2 and then 1 separately. But I passed them quite linked, yeah. I do link them. Like I say, I'm always like taking combines on the side now and again just to see if I can get them passed. So for when, you know, when these expresses go, I've got more to just activate straight away. But for these, like I said, these I've got a decent amount of buffer on them as well. So we'll see. I'm happy to just keep trading these, and then once these go, I'll go back onto combines again. Try and get a payout on these this month. So I'll get like 4 or 5 payouts then. But yeah, Nasdaq here. Decent little structure that's been formed on the 5 there. Is that 15 minute? Yeah. How quick do you usually pass combines? Phil, I pass them in like less than a week. It's different, mate. Some days it's like 2 days, which is the minimum. Some days it's like 3 or 4 days. But I risk like 4 or 5 contracts on a combine to pass it quicker. No, I don't. I use like full risk. I'll use like sometimes 5 contracts on a 50k just to get to the 1.5k quickly. And then I'll pass them the day after. So like I say, I don't really want to waste time on combines because I understand my strategy works. I understand that I've got a profitable system that makes money. I want to be making money as quickly as possible. If I take, say, 10 combines in the month and I pass 5, that's fine for me. Because just one payout, you know, one payout across 5 accounts is going to, my ROI on that, I might spend $500 passing them and activating them. Or $1,000 passing them and activating them, failing a few. But, you know, $1,000 is nothing when you're withdrawing 4 or 5k in the month. Absolutely nothing. You know, you spend $1,000 in the month, and I get paid out $5,000. I'm making 4k profit in the month. And like I say, if I can do that, you know, 10 times per year, especially with multiple prop firms as well, not just Top Step, then you're going to be doing very well. And then that money can be used for personal. And then when you've got like a decent personal account, whether that's 20 or 30 grand from the year of trading prop firms, 20 and 30 grand or even 10 grand is a decent start on a personal. Can't go wrong with that. Like I say, I've already done the personal. I'm more of like just trading prop firms, and I will go back to personal probably next year at some point. So I'm happy. Like I love Top Step X. I love Top One. I love the prop firms with futures. So I'm happy to just keep trading them for this year, and then I'll go to personal again next year. You know, I just treat these as a business. I want to be onto the making money stage as quickly as possible. I just want to be on the, you know, making money. I understand my strategy is profitable. Like, I've seen long-term the profitability month on month. I don't want to be wasting time on combines, so I do them quicker. That's just me, because I know that when I get onto the expresses, I'm going to make money. Or, you know, most of the time I'm going to make money. Can you post the link to your mentorship? Yeah, sure, mate. Let me get it for you. There you go. There's the link. I'll post it twice, so you know it's the correct one. Yeah, if you want to join the mentorship, anybody, like learn my full strategy, just click that link, sign up, and you'll get instant access to like the 25 channels or something. Like I say, if I like, there's a lot in the actual Telegram. If you're interested in what's in it, or in the mentorship, like I say, you've got all the private chats, gold private chats with the members, NAS market chats, all the psychology, crypto, all the education, daily market update videos, trade breakdowns if we take some trades together, webinars, trading course, all my analysis. There's a lot in there, and you get like the daily zooms and the weekend webinars. So it is like a mentorship. It's not like fed all these trades with like two channels of one a chat, one trades. No, it is proper mentorship. But yeah, decent day so far. I'm happy with this week. You know, this week I'd say Monday, Tuesday were a little bit difficult. Here we go. This is news, by the way, guys. We've got some news. I'm going to be looking actively for entries now. Bill just signed up. Nice, bro. Good stuff. You will get an email sent to you in the next 10 minutes. You'll get 2 emails. The first email is just like a welcome. The second email is the Discord invite link. Click that and you'll get instant access to all the channels, okay, mate? There's about 25 channels. We'll say 20 channels in total. So you've got all them channels. You've got access to all them, and you've got my private Discord that you can message anytime, okay? But yeah, welcome to the community, Phil. But yeah, just give it 10 minutes and you should have them. They're not done. It's not instant. It isn't instant. You will have the Discord invite link shortly. Yeah, gold's having a bit of trouble at this sort of resistance level. Gold's having a little bit of trouble at this resistance. I'd like for it to sort of retrace, and then I can start looking for some entries. Pull back, form support, push higher, easy. I'd say that's my range on Nasdaq now. And then for buys, I've got some highs above here to take. I might be a little bit cheeky with this Nas range and look for some longs in a minute. Yeah, I might be a bit cheeky with this Nas range and look for some buys above here because I'm really interested in taking this trendline liquidity. All right, so I've got sells below here, but I'm going to be looking for some buys above this level. It will be very low risk because it's, you know, look at the 4 hourly. 4 hourly is bearish. We've got liquidity down here to take. I'm watching this 15 for closes. Strong 15 closes here. I'm going to be looking for some buys. All right. Let me just update this with the community. I want them to be on the same page as me. Right, nice. Yeah. So, Nasdaq, guys. Strong close here on this 15. I'm going to be looking for some longs into these highs, okay? That's my main watch. Gold is not doing anything. Gold needs to structure. It needs to form structure. Like I mentioned, every time gold has a big push, it will create a range. Starting to form some sort of range now, which is good. But I want it to maybe pull back, and then I can look for some longs. But like I say, we'll see. Nasdaq's my main watch here. The stronger it closes, the better, really. The stronger it closes, the better. Yeah, this 15's looking decent, guys. I like the way we're closing here, just because how we've taken this liquidity on news. We've taken this liquidity. This could be the direction. This is like the fake move off this sort of support, closing above this level. We've got clear highs to take above. So for me, it's buys above here into these highs. Yo, Natalie, how's it going? How are you? Yeah, Natalie, how's it going? And what's my outlook on gold? Outlook on gold is basically just let it do its thing. Letting it do its thing. Like I mentioned, if you've watched, I know you're in the community. If you've watched the updated analysis, the video, the market update video for the US session, I said that gold's taken all this liquidity to the left. It's taken all these targets that we longed into this morning. Now I just need it to form some structure. It's starting to create a range now, which is good luck. It's starting to form a range. So, look, starting to form a range. I'm going to be looking for closes on gold. But I need it just to do its thing. I'm not looking to do anything here. There's no targets for me to trade into other than this up here. So, for me, Nasdaq is a much safer option because we've got targets. So, I'm waiting for closes to take these trades, okay? Well, to take the Nas long. Good, took a trade. Oh, what did you take, Natalie? Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Was it to the plan? Was it to the plan? Cheers for the likes, guys. Can we smash 20 likes? Can we smash 20 likes on the live? We're currently at 13. 7 more, if we can. Yeah, Naz is looking prime. Naz is looking really good. Like I say, I'm watching this structure here too. I am watching this level here too. I'm not going to mark it up like so. I'm going to mark it up like this. Yeah, I'm going to mark it up like that. That's nice. Naz has been very good to me lately. Naz has been very good to me lately. Hoping it can be good to us now. Well, in 8 minutes. See if it's going to be good for me. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it keeps pushing because we've got these targets up here. So don't think that this is the trendline liquidity that is starting to get taken. For me, like I say, start breaking strong in a second. I'm going to look for the next candle to go long. So my overall targets are these as final targets. So just let it do its thing. 7 minutes, I could be looking for longs here. Gold is just ranging within here for now. We'll see what it wants to do. My main watch is Nasdaq. Because you've got these targets up here. Alright. These targets. Guys, I'm just going to go and get some water. Let me get some water. I'll be back with you very shortly. But yeah, we've got 6 minutes to wait for some potential longs on NAS. I'll see how it closes. If it gives me an entry, I'll take it live with you across these accounts. But yeah, I need to wait for this close, and it's got 6 minutes. So stay locked in, stay patient, and I'll be back very shortly. Wow. Nasdaq pushing. Oh, gold's having a decent push here. What's the 30 saying? Maybe hourly. Yeah, it's probably just Nasdaq I'm looking at here. Yeah, Nas is looking decent for a little push, so I'm just watching this closure. Why? Why, Lynn? Your message got deleted from YouTube, so if you want to rewrite it in a probably like a better way, I'll be able to see it. Yo, Emma, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome. Good to see you here. Good to see you here. Yeah, welcome, guys. Welcome. Also, guys, if you want a top 1 account, guys, use JTC. I've just put it in the thing. There's 55% off the pro accounts right now. Instant funded pro accounts. I've just put the link in. Like I say, I'll pin it. If you want a normal account, you can use code JTC as well. You get about 35% off. But if you want a straight to funded pro account, you've got 55% off there. Use that link and you'll get the discount. 55% off them accounts is insane. See, I don't want this to push without me. It's annoying. It is quite kind of annoying. Because gold's not doing anything. I need this Nasdaq trade, really. Final targets are up here. I might be able to get a little squeeze on these highs. Might be able to get a little squeeze on these highs. We have just taken them. So I'll see how we close. This is just a news push, unfortunately. Has anybody traded today? Has anyone taken any positions? Gold breakout. Let's have a look. It's starting to. Yeah, it's starting to break out. Yeah, it's starting to break out, which is clean. The only thing you've got is the targets aren't super clear. That's why I'm looking at Nasdaq. I'm going to be looking for Nasdaq buys in a second. If it gives me the bottom wick, I'll look for the buys. So I've still got liquidity to take above. Yeah, all good, Naz. All good. The Naz trade here is what I took. I took an entry on Naz here. Which, very clean. Perfect to the plan. Now I'm just looking to take this. I went long on the Naz 5, just took profit. Legend, Dan. Dan's back with a bang. Nice confirmation play there. I personally didn't take it. But yeah, that's a valid trade. Yeah, Dan's crushing it now. Good stuff. Back and crushing it. Yeah, I'm watching this 15 here. It has taken liquidity, but I'm just gonna see how the next candle opens. I am a bit cautious of that. Literally only taken one trade this week. At least I've taken in months. You get weeks like that, mate. Same with me. I sometimes have days where I don't take a trade for I'll take one trade in like 2 days, and then I'll take like 3 or 4 on a Friday or something. And it does work out. You just got to keep playing the plan. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking for some longs here because I like this liquidity above. We have just taken these highs, so I am gonna be risking small potentially just like 3 micros or something. But I'm just going to let it do its thing. I'm going to be looking for something like... One sec. Where are we? I'm going to be looking for something like this. Something like that. Not just yet, though. I'm not entering this just yet. Not in the first, like, 20 seconds. I want it to come and create a bottom wick, and then I'll put it in. I could, to be fair, I could have been a bit more risky and taken that. But yeah, if it comes down and creates a bottom wick, I'll put this order in. I'm not in this yet. Just because of how we've taken this liquidity here. The way we've taken this liquidity, I just want Nas to maybe push down a little bit more, and then if it reflips bullish, I'm away from all that, and then I can push higher. Right, let's go. I'm only stopped by 3. Yeah, stop by 3. I'm putting a stop buy in here. It's a risky trade because we have taken this liquidity, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm only using like 3 micros. If this flips because of how clear these highs are, I'm happy to risk it a little bit. Maybe, like I say, I don't like to go off plan too much, but the only reason this loses is because we've taken this liquidity already. Starts breaking down here. I'm just going to delete the order. The 4 hourly and the hourly is just telling me longs, longs, longs. Daily. Yeah, daily's telling me longs as well. 4 hourly. Yeah, hourly. Yeah, this is looking decent. I'm only trying a small risk here. I've only got a small risk entry. As soon as price comes into these highs, I'm going to be going break even. And do you know what? Yeah. See how it goes. I'm only risking my actual profit for today, like $800. 3 micros. It's not too bad. It's not a bad setup. Not the cleanest because we've taken this liquidity. I don't really like to take trades where it's taken liquidity as it's closed above. But because I've already taken a win, I'm happy to trade a little bit more, you know, aggressive on that kind of idea. Going with this overall volume to the upside. Right. What are them TPs up there? $80. It's not much. It isn't much at all. I'm not risking, like I said, I'm not risking much on this. Like $100. So I'm already in profit today. So I'm going to be looking for this to push higher. The only thing that I don't like is that we have taken this liquidity. That's why I'm using very small risk. I'd like to have closed above that. And yeah, we'll see. 5 minute. Yeah, 5 minutes took the lows as well, so that could push it higher, but I'm happy to risk this. It's not much. Like I say, it's not a trade that I'd normally take, because it has taken the highs, but I'm happy to risk a little bit today. A little bit of risky. We'll see, we'll see. Anything can happen. I'm actually gonna, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna market sell one here. Just cut off. I'm only risking $90. Because I'm not super, what's that, $52 up there? Yeah, see if we can get this play higher. What's the hourly saying? Yeah. Hourly could chop about after it closed. What's the 5? Yeah, not looking good. What I'm going to do... I don't really like to micromanage, but I don't like this position. I'm getting out there. Negative $90. Negative 90 in total there. I'm just going to wait for this to reflip bullish now. I don't like how it tagged me in. I'm gonna wait for this to... It would have taken me out for full loss. I'm gonna get another buy stop in on here. I think that's better. Now it's actually created the bottom wick. But that's one reason to stay out. It took this liquidity, now it's reversing. To be honest, I don't really take them trades. It's more of a risky trade because I've taken a win today already, but we'll see if it wants to flip bullish again. Yeah, 5's pulling back. I think this could give the push. If it flips bullish here, like I said, this will be the last like sort of goal for me to try and take this long. Like I say, I'm already in profit today, so I don't need to over risk. But I took like negative $90 there in total. Let's reevaluate this quickly before I put the order back in. Liquidity got taken here. So that, if I did want to be in NAS longs, it would have been like here, on a closure here, into them highs. Because we've taken them highs, like I already mentioned before I got executed, it is more risky. To be honest with you, if I'm sticking 100% to the plan, I shouldn't have taken that, but it is what it is. Just lost 52 on that small loss. Yeah, to be fair, I didn't take into consideration that liquidity getting taken too much. Yeah, it did take me out, but I only took like negative 9 ticks. I got out like here. I literally got out like there. Once I realized that, yeah, on both charts here, it has taken this liquidity, I moved my I just cut it. See, even sometimes you're not 100% looking at every single detail and it happens, but it was like negative $90 or something. What is gold saying? Yeah, gold's breaking out. Gold is breaking out here. I see Nasdaq pushing higher, but it's just taking them highs now. You felt the pressure of YouTube live too? Even no, I don't really feel pressure from YouTube. It doesn't really bother me. I execute everything as normal. No, if I felt pressure from YouTube, I wouldn't do it. End it day. Yeah, 5 might confirm. That might be the better entry as well. Confirmation after taking this liquidity. But yeah, no, I don't feel pressure. To be honest with you, when I took the trade, the charts on the futures are kind of different. A little tiny bit, so... $30 on gold could be nice. Let's have a look, mate. Yeah, that's nice. Not a bad closure. It could be a nice closure here. Not the strongest liquidity that's been taken, but yeah, you could see a little push there. Yeah. I am watching this NAS 5 minute for some confirmation, possibly. Good, whoever cash, good spot. But yeah, if I'm taking anything away from that long trade, like I say, I cut basically at 50%. Well, I cut at like negative $90, but it did take this liquidity, and I didn't spot that quick enough. I did spot it, but I didn't take it into consideration when I put in my order in, which, like I say, it is what it is. As soon as I understood it, took it like so on this chart, not on the top step chart, that's when I cut my loss at where I did. Like, it was literally where it is now. like negative nine ticks. But I still think this can flip higher. Da, 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 da. Yeah, them highs are very clean to get taken. Yeah, I'd personally say it's not super clean on both charts. If anything, if you got a closure above here, if this next 15 closes above here, which it could do, I'm happy to take the next 15-minute candle long. That's probably the next thing I'm going to be looking at. If this can close bullish, then I'm happy to take it. Yeah, that's probably it. See how this next 15 closes. If the next 15 closes bullish, I'll take it. And that's probably what I'm going to be waiting for. If this 15 doesn't close bullish, I'll probably be done there. But yeah, that was definitely the reason to stay out of that trade, guys. See, even sometimes when you're doing a couple of things at once, you don't notice every little bit, but every little detail. But that is definitely the reason why this hasn't pushed just yet. It's taken that liquidity, and it's undecided of what it wants to do. Yeah. Especially on this chart. I'd say on the futures chart it isn't as clear. But yeah, no, yeah. As soon as I saw it on this chart, that's when I was looking to cut. That's when I just basically closed the trade. It was minor, very, very minor. So we're up like $400 now instead of $750, something like that. But still in profit. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm not going to force this now. I'm just going to wait for this to close. If it closes bullish and strong, I'll take the next candle higher. Like I say, if you did get executed in on this, candle, well, here's your chance to close break even. It's not pushing. So it's not pushing. It's literally at break even now. So this is your chance. Don't be looking to hold it to the moon, because this could easily reverse after taking these highs. Okay? Good lesson though, guys. Make sure you're watching both charts. Make sure you're watching both charts, guys, because on the futures chart, it's not as clear that this didn't close as a grab. But on this chart, which is the Capital Com chart, which I do normally watch, it did. Very, very clearly it did. So yeah. Yeah. Make sure you're watching this actual chart here. So we've got a minute here. Guys, can we drop some likes on the video? On the live, two or three more likes. We smashed 20. How's this week been for everyone? How's everyone finding this week? Are you in profit? Are you in loss? Break even? Let me know. Let's have a look at this week. For me, what are we on? The 4th? When did this week start? We started this week, yeah. So last week, so 200 times 400, 400, 600, 800, 200. Yeah, 1 point. Yeah, decent. Yeah, it's just stalling. It's basically around break even, guys. Don't be holding this. If you're in, just get out. Pretty break even, very choppy market. Yeah, it is, mate. To be honest with you, I'm probably gonna I'm gonna give myself a little forfeit at the gym tonight. I shouldn't have even took that. That's why, like I say, guys, be open to both charts. Be open to the FX. This chart, Capital Comet's much cleaner. Much cleaner. And that's what I should have done. Like I say, I didn't take a huge loss. The stop loss was like 21 ticks. And I took negative 9 or something. $90, yeah. But even so, I shouldn't have even been thinking about taking this. If I looked at this chart, it was a lot clearer, look. It took this liquidity. And I don't enter if it takes liquidity. It is what it is. We'll see. Negative 9 ticks this week. Naz, have you only taken that one trade, bro? Cheers for the lights, guys. Nice one. Yeah, have you only taken that one trade, Naz? I still think Nasdaq can push higher, but could it just reverse a little bit before pushing higher? Yeah, it could. You could see a pullback before a push higher. Yeah, man, yesterday. Yeah. Yo, Turberus, how's it going, mate? Good to see you back in the streams. Nice one, bro. How's your week been? How's your week been, mate? Yeah, I still think this is gonna push higher. Still think this could push higher. Plus 10 ticks so far. Nice. Good stuff, man. Yeah, if I actually held this, if I see it's invalid, I'll just close the trade. I don't care about where it is. But look at that. That's just pushing now. That would have been like a TP hit. Yeah, that would have been a TP hit there. Yeah, it would have hit TP, but I'm not holding a trade that is, well, when I have a second look at it, it's invalid. Like, yeah, we're open to taking a small risk as it took this liquidity. But when I looked at this chart a little clearer, to me, it just took liquidity to potentially push down. Yeah, the entry was like this. It would have hit take profit. Especially on the futures chart it has, but the entry was that. 20 tick stop loss into them highs. So it did get hit, but, well, first targets did get hit, smashed. But it is what it is. What is gold saying? Yeah, gold's having a push here now. Gold's kind of confirming here. Gold's had a break above and now it's confirming. Got them highs to take out. I'm just going to watch this 5-minute closure here. See if it... The problem is there's not many targets. And, you know, you don't want to be pushing and forcing trades. You want to see them as clear as anything. Just like this morning. Just like this morning on Nasdaq. Yeah, gold, the news actually didn't do much. The news actually didn't do much. This hasn't got many targets, so I don't think it's going to push much further on gold. Oh, that's come off now. Yeah, tough here, tough here. I might just lock in. I might just lock it in what I've got. To be honest with you, I might just lock it in. You know, $110 across 4 accounts, or $440 for the day. Not bad, not bad. Like I said, I took a trade here on Nasdaq. I cut it as soon as I could. Basically a tiny loss. But yeah, nothing crazy. Like I said, this is definitely, if you did enter that entry here, you definitely have managed up here. You know, you've got some profit out of it. I personally took a tiny loss, but it is what it is. On to the next one. On to the next one. What have we got here? Gold pushing higher. Yeah, so guys, I'm gonna leave it there for the stream. What I'm gonna say is, for gold, I think these highs here are next targets for me. I think today on gold, if price is gonna push higher, it's going to be into these highs. Okay? Because that's the next liquidity where price has to push into before it reverses. So if price is going to push higher, it's going to be into them highs. Nasdaq is taken basically. That's why I'm finished, because it's basically taken the liquidity, my targets. So, yeah. Like I say, I would have liked to have held that and actually took a W, but as soon as I see it's not valid, I'm just getting out of it. I don't care. Maybe, yeah, maybe, like I say, maybe managed it a bit aggressively. Maybe managed it a bit aggressively, but it is what it is. Has anybody taken anything on NAS and gold today? Did anyone take out? Yeah, look at this. There's not much to be doing here on gold. That's why I said, look, gold might not push any further on this 5-minute closure because there's no targets. Like, if it had a high here, like this, well, perfect. It has room to push. There's no room to push other than all the way up here. So that's why I left gold. That's why I left gold. Let's have a look at the US. Yeah, nothing. It's just left a double top. Yeah, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back in maybe like 15-20 minutes, see what these markets are doing, but I'm gonna be done for now. Alright. I'm gonna be done for now. It's been a decent stream. Been on for an hour and a half, like I say. Took a trade that did actually hit profit, but I closed it at like negative $70. It is what it is. I'll just move on to the next trade now, guys. We're still in profit for the day. See what the rest of the day brings here now. All right, guys. Yeah, good stuff. Good to see everyone tuning in. Like I say, trade safe. Markets have been a little bit choppy and sideways this week, but they are starting to shape up a lot better. You know, I am starting to see a lot more cleaner entries, especially today. So let's see what the rest of the US session brings. If you're in the community, I will be active in there very shortly. I'll be active in there very shortly. And yeah, if you're not in the community, I'll see you tomorrow for another live stream, okay? All right, guys. So yeah, trade safe and